Oh yeah. Ugh, I can't do a middle part. I have a 5 head. How are we doing? Are we doing well? I hope so. This chair is so squeaky, it's bothersome. So today is another elevated video. Not necessarily the content, but the creator. You know what I'm saying? I took an edible like an hour ago. I just keep looking at this particular picture of Angela Lansbury and it's really doing something for me. Not sexually yet. I've had like a vast array of ideas that I've wanted to accomplish on the second channel, and by accomplish I mean do. These aren't really accomplishments. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be ranking my childhood crushes while giving myself the 90s makeover that I deserve. You can tell that it's true because it's in the title. I'm leaving my door open because there is a chilly breeze and there are a few things I love more than a chilly breeze. An entire Coke Zero exploded on my floor earlier. What a pisser. The title is what the video is. I'm going to be giving myself a pseudo 90s makeover, the best that I can with what I've got, and at the same time I'm going to be telling you about my childhood crushes because some of them still stand to this day, some of them are weird and embarrassing. I think this is just my humiliation kink channel, so let's lay it all out there for your judgment. On me. What is that? What's makeup? Oh no. I haven't even started yet. I wish I could play music during these. So as a lot of you know, I personally am someone very steeped in nostalgia. No way! And the mid to late 90s, particularly memorable time in my life. I think we didn't have the fancy makeup that you fuckers have today, okay? We didn't have no giant ass palettes available to us, and if we did, I had no idea. So y'all get like professional makeup we stole from our mothers and then got makeup from somewhere else. You know, personally I operated a lot on like 2-pan eyeshadows from Maybelline or CoverGirl or whatever that I borrowed from my mom, and so she was like, where'd that go? And I'm like, oh, I used it all. It feels like my eye has turned inside out. Has it? It's hard to say. So I'm working closer with the makeup that I had at the time. Like there's some Maybelline in here, there's some Elf and Revolution in here, but there's largely nothing fancy in here. Nothing fancy. But we did have good makeup on our own. We did have lots of glitter, lots of gel glitter, which I loved. The Icing used to sell a stackable glitter and they were scented and they were all over me. I love glitter. The movie and the product. You know, glitter did 9/11. Who was I in 1999? I don't know, but whoever I was looked deeply uncool at all times. So I also want to give myself an embroidered hair wrap because I've been thinking about it and I want to see if I can do it. Elevated, I might come out of this with a permanent embroider tangle in my hair. I had like I 100% had a headband that I was gonna use. So my first one on the list, holy shit, I almost just ripped my whole ear out. Did you see that? Number 12 on my list is Tim Curry. Most of them, if not all of them, are either gay or have played women in some capacity, or both. I think only one doesn't qualify. Back in the day, I would have put my hair back like this to do my makeup. I mean, it would have been like a nicer like cloth band situation because the 70s were very popular in the 90s. I'm going to apply things the way I would have 100% applied them in my youth, okay? I have 3 skin products that I think are most representative of what I used at the time, which is e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation and a green color corrector and concealer. These two don't really, well, they kind of match. No, this one's a little more orangey. But that's perfectly fine because I wouldn't have considered matching those things. So Tim Curry's on the list. I would say Tim Curry would go on the list on account of the fact that I think Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenfurter would have been my real decision to what? And or on Roseanne. Those would have been the two places where I would have been like, yeah, Tim Curry. He's British, you know, and Tim Curry's got that like coy, you know, cuntiness that makes gay men great. Trust the process here, won't you? Number 11 on my list is Courtney Cox. We've talked about this. I think we just talked about this the other day. I would have really highlighted this because this is what I thought doing makeup was. We got some blemishes, Jerry. Honestly, we could probably just do the whole face and it would be fine. I would have really packed this on. I really should have brought a brush over because I could use one right now. Although I do have one. That concealer is not concealing anything. Also, I'm gonna have to check the bags under my eyes. And I'm flying Southwest, so it's gonna be an additional fee. Oh yeah, Courtney Cox, for sure. Excuse you. Look at my fucked up ass hairline. What is that? Now we're getting into, okay, the whole thing is weird territory, but it starts to get weirder from here because number 10 on my list is Ryan Stiles. I was a huge, still am, a huge improv fan. I did improv for a long time. I went to Second City. I watched a shit ton of Who's Line as a kid. I basically took over this lady's acting class and turned it into an improv class because she was, I'm guessing, doing cocaine somewhere. You should sleep more. I am purely working off of whatever lighting is already in here. Back in the day, we did the apples of our cheeks. Now y'all work the fucking room, getting it all the way up, like halfway up your face. Got Ryan Stiles. I don't know. He had a hold on me in some capacity. I don't want to hear about your dick. Number 9 is Gina Davis. Okay, I had a huge Gina Davis phase. And I like to call it a Gina Davis phase, but every time I look at Gina Davis still, I'm like, yeah, you're a good looking woman. Back in the day, the Gina Davis show was a thing. And I thought she was really pretty. I was obsessed with A League of Their Own, and I think obsessed is an okay word because I also played a lot of baseball and I love baseball. What? Who knows? Was definitely watching Thelma and Louise a lot sooner than I should have been. Maybe that's why I am the way that I am. So I have some options for eye makeup, okay? And here's my thought. The eye makeup in the mid to late 90s, early 2000s was very frosty. Everything was very frosty. I'm not a hyper feminine person, but give me some fucking glitter and some shiny fucking eye makeup and I am cunt central, okay? Cunt city. As cunt as it gets. Thomas Jefferson cunt. This isn't the Declaration of Independence. I'm not trying to steal it. Oh, that's 2 founding fathers comments in a row. History buff. First I had like a ColourPop situation in my hand and I was like, you know what? No. We're gonna go back to products that I actually used. So I bought this guy, this little shimmery motherfucker, this little white shimmer. The chokehold that white shimmer had on girls in the 90s cannot be understated or overstated. Which is it? I think either one kind of makes sense. But I think I'm also going to combine it. This is a little tiny Baby Revolution number with this blue because blue also had a huge chokehold on the populace. Do I want to do the blue? Let's see how the white looks first and then we'll go from there. I have nothing further to say about Gina Davis. Number 8 is Zach Hansen's braids. I'm going to do a little bit of this just because I want my shimmer to stick. I would not have done this in the 90s, but it's not the 90s, so I can update the routine a little bit. I'm going to be falling asleep sitting up tonight. Also, bonus question, would I have had eyebrows? No, not at all. I wouldn't have had any eyebrows. They wouldn't have been there at all. I don't even think my makeup is blended, but that's pretty much where I would have been anyway. Now I look like a ghost, which sounds fun. You can ask any millennial girl, were you a Backstreet Boys fan or an NSYNC fan? And there is an answer. The answer is never both. It is one, the other, or Hanson. And that's it. And that's where I've fallen. I was a Hanson girly through and through, and you couldn't tell me shit. Constantly. It's alright, I got it. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Just really gonna pack this on here. The unevenness of anything, like the poor application of everything, is very, very reminiscent of the time. I'm gonna add a fuck ton of this because that's what like 14-year-old me would have wanted, I think. I just want to look like a human Delia's catalog, you know? What was I talking about? So I was a Hanson fan, and I saw them in concert. They were like the first band I ever saw that I, you know, like in concert that like I wanted to, none of that sentence made sense. It was like the first concert I ever got to go to that it was like the band that I wanted to go to, you know? I got dragged to some concerts as a kid, and I got to see Barry Manilow as a kid, which was like my shit. And we'll get to that pretty soon. What am I even doing? I feel like I've gone too high up, but like there's no turning back now. I look sweet and innocent. You'd never know I was a fucking cunt. What was I talking about? Zach Hanson went through this phase of wearing his hair in like just entirely in braids, and because I was obsessed with Zach Hanson, I too liked to put my hair like that. Precision. I feel like I just want to keep adding. And I don't even know is it doing anything? Is this giving? Is it giving? It's giving Walking Dead. Oh God, I can't imagine what's in my eye. Most kids, most people my age know about TGIF, right? Like we were all there. Where's the blue? Come on out of here, you fucker. I dare you. Oh, cunty. So in the TGIF lineup was, you know, Family Matters, Full House, Sister, Boy Meets World, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Step by Step, and my personal favorite, Perfect Strangers. It was the reason for the season for me. For that reason, number 7 is Mark Linn-Baker. Now most goyles my age, or gays, most people attracted to men my age probably were more for Balky, but I was a Larry girl. And I think that really sums me up. Also, whoever the actress that played his girlfriend on Perfect Strangers, I'm not going to explain Perfect Strangers to you. You either get it or you don't. The woman that played Mark Linn-Baker's girlfriend, Jennifer, whose real name I do believe is Jennifer, she was a smoke show too. She's like an honorable mention. So it was like Larry and Balky, and then Jennifer and Melanie. And you can't convince me that Melanie isn't just Tammy Brown in another font. Melanie knows where the dead bodies are. There are 2 people in this world, this crazy fucked up world, who have ever rendered me absolutely fucking speechless. And honestly, the fact that I'm doing this on this day, we'll get back to that. Anyway, so there are 2 people in the world, 2 famous folks in the world that have rendered me speechless because I've just been overwhelmed by the degree to which they have touched my life, right? And they're both on this list, funnily enough. And Mark Linn-Baker is one of them. I ran into him, not literally or figuratively because I didn't say anything. I saw him on the streets of New York when I was living there, and I was like standing next to him waiting to cross the street, and I realized that he was next to me, and I was like in my mind like, oh my God, say something, say something, say something, say something. And I'm like, no, I can't. And I didn't. I chickened the fuck out. I chickened out, y'all. Human interaction is not my forte, but I wanted to. What is this missing? The shade of red on my cheeks is starting to match the shade of red on my eyes. She's up there, that's for sure. Should I go past like my crease with this, or should I just leave it there? I feel like I would have just left it there. Actually, knowing me, I also would have added a deep mauve pinky color because nobody ruins makeup like me. Ooh, I should have got hot Cheetos at the store. Do I want to demolish this with the little pink? Or should I add more blue? God, life is hard. Anyway, yeah, I ran into Mark Linn-Baker. He was next to me. I don't really regret it because I don't know what I would have said. Because I don't know how to just do like casual, you know, like, oh, hey, your body of work is excellent. I used to love watching your program. Holy shit. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Anyway, number 6 on my list is a weird one. It isn't one that still holds true today, but it didn't even really hold on that long when I was a kid. But this person is certainly very influential in my life. Number 6 on my list is Barry Manilow, okay? But not like present day Barry Manilow, right? Like, he's in his 80s. I like him older than me, but not that much older than me. But like younger, early 90s era Manilow. Not too bad. Don't know, but his music is my bread and butter. It's my Roman Empire even. And the dog from Frasier. Could you imagine? Oh wait, there's glitter in here too. I'm not like in love with him. It was a moment. It was a fleeting moment. I want to use another one of these colors, like these ones down here, like this guy. But then is that like too much? Like, I'm not going to the club. Did you guys have teen club? Because I sure did. We definitely were at the club at 14. Smoking cigarettes, getting drunk in the car, dressed like little whores. It's literally my chair. I wish I brought a different brush to the table here. Just gotta leave it alone. Let it be what it is and move on. Credit card debt doesn't matter. Just fucking live your life. Don't take advice from idiots like me. I'm trying to think of like what my eyeliner situation was like. I know what kind of eyeliner I would have been using because it would have looked a lot like this. Dull as fuck. Am I gonna sharpen it? No. But I'm trying to figure out... Wait, I might have some reference photos. Look at that bitch. Look at her. Look at her. She's like, I would fucking fight you. I look like I'm ready to fight in all of these pictures. Oh my god. Oh, I had braces in high school, by the way. Try harder next time, fuckface. Oh, sweet. I pulled out a bunch of pictures recently because I knew I wanted to make a video like this and I was going to need some reference photos. But look at that bitch. Look at her. Braces. Dark hair. Goth as fuck. Can I borrow a fucking Marlboro menthol? Looks like my eyeliner would have been pretty dark. Yeah, I really was like, I'm the like scene kid emo thing passed me by, but like definitely the gothy, witchy, scary girl aesthetic did not. So I think it was a lot of eyeliner. Although I do have like the Lorelai Gilmore vibe going on right now and I'm not mad about it. What was I talking about? All right, let's go ham on this eyeliner. We'll start in the waterline and then we'll see what we want to do on top. Now I'm not going to sharpen this thing. I don't have a specific liner sharpener because I don't use this often. I use it to tight line every once in a while and that's about it. And never saw it again. Anyway, I'm not going to sharpen this, but I am going to do things the old-fashioned way. Number 5, Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. I know that sounds weird. I didn't even test to see how hot this is. Why not the middle of your eye? Oh, or just directly on your face. Sometimes that works too. I remember getting into the Silence of the Lambs. I don't know. I was making a foray into... Ow, scratching out my cornea. I was making a foray into enjoying horror movies around the time Scream came out. So, I mean, realistically, Silence of the Lambs was the move after that. Okay, there's too much going on under here. I don't know that I would have cared then, but I definitely care now. So, I really kind of fell in love with the character of Hannibal Lecter, which is a really weird thing to say. But it is true. Because then I went on to read Thomas Harris's books. Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, Hannibal. Not in that order. Did you know that in Hannibal, the book, Clarice and Hannibal end up together at the end? Wild. I have to whip it out. There's something in my eye. I'm willing to bet that it's eyeliner. Mads Mikkelsen was incredibly overtly sexual. Mostly just the Hannibal Lecter of it all. But it did lead me to watching Meet Joe Black, which leads to our next person on the list, which is Marcia Gay Harden. Step on me. Just step on me. Come on, Shelly. Crack. I don't know. I guess kind of suave. This isn't what I intended to do on my face. It's hard being a teenager. What is your life about? It's not right at all. Look at that shit. Look at you. Who are you? Where'd you come from? What's your story? I want to know more about you. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've got daddy issues. It is what it is. Just fucking bludgeon me to death. Marisha Harden is so fine. Oh my god, it's getting worse. I really do know how to apply makeup. What the hell happened? I mean, this looks like shit, but like, it looks accurate because I did my makeup like shit. And in fact, we probably would have smudged out that liner a bit, wouldn't we? I'm covered in makeup. I don't know. I'm not looking to get diagnosed, but I sure know how to stay on topic. What is this? What is this? The worst part is that I'm high and nearsighted in one eye, farsighted in the other, and I have an astigmatism. So like, that was astigmatism in case you missed it. So like, if I am far enough away, I'm like, that actually looks okay. But I do see the reality the closer I get. Like, what I missed, like, entirely. Like, I know I'm not working with like quality tools. I was gonna say utensils. Would it have been smarter at this juncture just to go fucking get a pencil sharpener? Yeah, of course. Am I gonna use this box cutter instead? Yeah, of course. Adding an element of danger is the most important part to feeling your nostalgic feelings. Well, I make a weapon out of this eyeliner real quick. Let's move forward. The next person on my list is Maura Tierney. Maura Tierney you might know from ER or that other show, or if you're like me, news radio. Never been quite so covered in eyeliner anywhere on my person. Gotta wait till it's not hot anymore, you dumb fuck. I've always thought Maura Tierney was super fun. I couldn't watch ER as a kid though because I'm a hypochondriac, and whatever was the topic on ER that week is what I was dying of when I turned it off. So women's heart attack symptoms though. This, I need to see what this actually looks like up close. Oh, I'm squeaking. What the fuck? Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was, to be honest with you. Which is saying something. Because if we don't, this is going to be embarrassing. This has become too sharp. Who do I think I am? Oh yeah, Maura Tierney. She's hot. All together now. I like a dry, sassy woman. That being said, Maura Tierney links to number 2 on my list, which is Dave Foley. Dave Foley was a very, very formative part of, I don't know, probably something in my life. I'm gonna do mascara, Maybelline. This is Sky High. Realistically, I would have had Great Lash because I didn't know there were options for a long time. I was obsessed with the Kids in the Hall when I was a kid. Correct use of the word obsessed. I recorded like every episode of the Kids in the Hall on VHS tapes, which I still have some of them, which is exciting. I love going through old VHS tapes. Can you imagine that? I loved Dave, specifically Dave. Well, Dave is a man, yes, and Dave as not only a woman, but as Jocelyn the prostitute. 12 out of 10. I don't want to get into it now, okay? I don't have the polo shirt anymore. You know, it is what it is. She looked like she needed a friend, even though she's in a picture with 3 of her friends. How are we doing? How is she doing? She needs a cigarette. Somebody get her a cigarette. We're getting there. I watched a lot of the Kids in the Hall as a kid. And I wore very frosty lip gloss. I had got this double-sided dildo lip liner thing from my Ipsy bag this month. And I was going to do like a dark mauve around my lips and then like a lighter color inside. But I think I just want the gloss because this is quite indicative of my look of the time. It tastes like a toy I had in the 90s. That's none of your business. What happened to the lighting in here? Everything's very orange. Has it been that way this whole time? You're all like, yeah, bitch, of course it has. Which one of these do you like more? I think I'm gonna do this one. Oh, sure, there I go. There you go. I think I'm gonna do this one. I wouldn't have done this. Because I'm not insane. Well, you know what? Actually, the moment I started doing this and I felt the lip liner over the lip gloss, I actually probably would have done this. Who's she? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, this probably would have been like high school me. Sophisticated as fuck. Makeup is pretty much done. This is kind of what I looked like. No eyebrows though. I'll just leave them kind of light. Call it a day. I have an assortment of chokers. I would have very much just been into the black ones. So fat head, flawless fat neck. I also would have had an assortment of necklaces going on here all at once because significant pain. What was I talking about? Oh, my crushes. The last one was Dave Foley that I said, yeah. He was number 2 on my list here, which is great. It's always good to rank people. Makes them feel at home. For now. Ooh. I have a whole bag of embroidery, which is thrilling. Don't get scared now. Ow! Ooh, I'm having the pains. I do think it's interesting how many of the men, specifically, I had a crush on as a child who dressed up as women. It's proof that drag is my life, and it always has been. I love drag queens so much. Always have. Because it's soft. That's a random SNL reference for you. But say, Jack, who is your number 1 crush? That's what we're all waiting for. And I'll tell you, viewer, the answer is quite simple. Right after these messages.
Shut the hell up, bitch. Go kill yourself. Go sit in the middle of the road and let a car run over you.
Imagine I just forget to tell you for the rest of your life. I just totally forgot what my hands are. I'm silly. I'm silly like that. Maybe we just leave the cool braided. I don't feel like doing this. Maybe I'll just make it into a bracelet. Let's just make it into a bracelet. I don't feel like doing a hair wrap anymore. I just want to make it a bracelet. So my number 1 crush on this list that does still hold up today consistently is Bonnie Hunt. I've talked about Bonnie Hunt on this channel before and my love for her. I became a Bonnie Hunt stan in my youth and it has never left me. And I don't think it will anytime soon unless she tells me to go fuck myself, which honestly would be a win anyway. She could tell me that and I would say thank you. Yes, ma'am. May I have another? I'm falling in love with the idea of this clip situation and not the execution. Did I fuck this up already? I haven't even done anything yet. Oh my god. I think I probably would have discovered Bonnie Hunt because of Beethoven. I do remember seeing Jumanji in the theater and I do remember being like, oh, that woman, she's just kidding. I knew exactly who she was then. Because I was a kid who fixated on things, who grew up to be an adult who fixates on things. She turned down SNL 3 times. She was the first person to write, produce, and star in her own sitcom. I would have wrestled an alligator for her as a child. I'd do it now. I would lose, but I would do it. Oh my god, this looks like shit, and no one can convince me otherwise. So don't even try. I'll fucking kill you. Not literally. There are some honorable mentions, okay? There are some honorable mentions. Hal Sparks in the early seasons of Queer as Folk, and during those, like, I Love the 90s specials. That's his name, right? Hal Sparks? Space Ghost. I said what I said. Not like Ernest Space Ghost. Not like Ernest Ghost to Space Ghost, but like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast Space Ghost. You know what I mean? There's something charming about how stupid he is. And the way, what's his name? Zorak? Is that his name? Did I just make that up? Am I casting a spell on myself? Zorak? That's right? Yeah. Zorak. The like grasshopper guy. What the fuck is this? No. Go away. Yeah, Zorak. Yeah, him. You know. I'm not attracted to him. I just thought of him. This is too much. Who else? Who else is on my honorable mentions list? Nathan Lane as Albert in The Birdcage specifically. Loved Pink. Oh, y'all wanted a twist. Gay men, my favorite. I remember being a kid and being like, George Michael's so fine. And then my mom was like, oh yeah, he's gay though. And that's how I learned what gay was. And I was like, oh yeah, cool, I'm that. Ooh, Camel Crush. Big crush on Camel Crush. I know they still make them, but, and please don't take up smoking ever. Vaping is just as bad for you as well. Please don't. Please don't. Just don't do it. Don't pick it up as a habit. Someone said cigarettes are back, and as excited as I am about that, internally, I'm not going to pick up smoking again. But if they found the cure for damage done, hell yeah. I feel like this is just the channel where I talk about all the dumb, fucked up shit I've done in my life. Time goes by. What was I talking about? Camel Crush. If you weren't a smoker, which good for you, don't start today. It's not the day. You cannot afford to start smoking right now. In this economy, please grow your cigarettes from home. Camel Crush were cigarettes that were sold in the pack, all like regular tobacco cigarettes, but they had like this little button in the filter of the cigarette, and if you pushed it in and popped it, crushed it, if you will, the cigarette became mentholated. And I was a menthol smoker, so it had the nicest menthol and it was so good. Still don't recommend smoking, even though it sounds like I'm romanticizing it. I'm just romanticizing my youth, okay, and the carelessness of putting pure toxins and nicotine into your body. It's not worth it in the long run, you know, unless you have like a lung cancer fetish or something. I don't know. And last but not least is my 3rd grade teacher. I looked her up on Facebook for just this occasion because I was curious. I'm not going to share it with you, obviously, because that's creepy as fuck. I don't know if it was during 3rd grade. It might have been. Who knows? But I remember my dad was trying to date her, and I was like, oh, Dad, she is so out of your league. But that's a story for another day. I'll try to find a picture of somebody who kind of looks like her, just so you get the gist, so you don't feel totally left out of this conversation. So that's my crush system, bitch. Like, it's all gay men and women, just really hot women. I'm really tired of making this bracelet. This has got to be really arduous. Look at it. Look. And in the true spirit of 90s me, I'm not gonna finish the things I started, and I'm gonna leave the situation a complete failure. Though I think the makeup was a success on account of the fact that I always looked like shit in the 90s. But you know what? I think I'm gonna put this lip gloss into my everyday rotation. And I have Reese's Pieces downstairs. Reese's Portions. Alrighty. I think we've sufficiently we're done now. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like the video and subscribe for more content that is incredibly niche and probably is not interesting to most people, but maybe one of these times I will put out something that you do enjoy. And on that such occasion, lost my train of thought there. Anyway, you should subscribe and watch this video at least 6,000 to 8,000 times. Alright, great. I have a hard time saying goodbye when I'm high. You hang up first. Okay. Is it raining?
Shut the hell up, bitch. Go kill yourself.
Nope, it's just the sprinklers. Nice. Go.